I know it can be hard sometimes, but life is too short to not be bringing positive energy to your life. What's something small you can start doing today to better yourself? I used to be addicted to soda and drank an unhealthy amount. Now I just drink water all day, and occasionally have a soda as a treat now and then. I feel a lot better and less groggy without all the soda. Give someone else a compliment at least once a day. It's as simple as noticing the guy next to you has a stylish tie or that your coworker's homemade lunch looks tasty. Besides, it always seems to end up making someone's day, and the effort required is so small. Write down the stuff you've been putting off and schedule yourself time specifically to get them done. It will keep your mind free from having to constantly remind yourself, and once the task is completed, you're free. Start putting $20 away from each paycheck into a savings account. Don't look at that money. Don't touch that money. That money may as well not exist. Repeat every paycheck, bumping it up as opportunity affords you. Get at least 30 minutes of exercise a day. As simple as taking a walk. Clean your house or room. At the very least, just what you can see. It is the only way I can get out of a rut. Just try and be nicer to people. Don't fake it, just general niceness. Put that positive shit out there and it will follow. Forgive your past self and learn from your previous mistakes. Also, you can improve others' lives by saying thanks. It goes a long way. Take a break from screens every so often. I work in front of a computer, so I know my terrible eyes are only going to get worse. Anything I can do to help them, I will. Spend 5 minutes picking up the room you are in. Do that 2 or 3 times a day and eventually you'll get into the habit and keeping things clean. Start by writing down a goal, then make a list of smaller achievable milestones on the way to reaching that goal. Make a budget and stick to it. It can change your life dramatically for the better. Start doing simple exercises that don't require any equipment. Walking/running outside, push-ups, sit-ups. I guess not really simple, as most of them require a certain technique so you don't hurt yourself in the long run. But it doesn't cost money. It's something you can do at home if you don't have the time to go to the gym, or combine going to the gym with exercises at home. Good luck to anyone trying something like this. Say nice things to the people around you. Even small ones, like thank you, well done, good job, etc. Been really depressed lately. I have always wanted to start a hobby where I could work with my hands. I decided to get into woodworking, and my main goal is to build an arcade cabinet from scratch this upcoming year. I also started looking into getting more serious about hiking. To whoever needs it, put down that cigarette. You can do it. This random person believes in you. Cold turkey right now, let's go. I'm not and have never been a smoker, so I can't imagine how hard it is to quit. But I thought if I could give even one person a little push to give it up with my comment, then that's worth it to me. Save $1 for every time I'm negative. Maybe start with 10 cents and then gradually increase it to $1 or until you are cured of being overly negative, or you have enough money saved from this to do something you've been really wanting to do. Set a schedule. It doesn't have to be set in stone, but a general idea of how your day will go will help alleviate stress and anxiety. Don't worry about what other people think. If you do anything, do it for yourself. Forgive yourself for not starting earlier. Beating yourself up/negative self-talk only uses energy you could have put elsewhere. Begin doing one new habit in the morning, and stick to doing that every day no matter what. Start small. It's all about the consistency. When you stick to it, it'll become a new habit and you'll begin to do it automatically without wasting energy forcing yourself to do it. You'll come to realize that you never did anything wrong. You just didn't have the proper habits in place. There was no reason to beat yourself up all along. Weeds grow naturally when the garden isn't tended to. Once the habit is developed, if you end up skipping a day, don't beat yourself up or feel guilty, just get back to it tomorrow. Use this to slowly replace your other habits however you see fit. Set a sleep schedule and try to stick with it. Waking up at the same time every day was one of the best things I've started doing. Give 5 compliments a day and make them all different. Brightening up someone else's day is always a great way to boost your mood and confidence. Think positively. I really dislike my job, but I try to find the little things that make it not so bad, and it improves my mood tremendously. Hate waking up at 4:30 a.m.? At least I get to see the sunrise. Force yourself to look at things/situations with reason and logic rather than knee-jerk emotional responses. Allocate time more directly to the maintenance of my body and home. I lost 100 pounds this year. All due to diet. I could be a lot healthier if I added 30 minutes of exercise. Then there's my house. After I lost my wife, I had a lot of trouble motivating myself to clean, and now certain rooms are really needing it. If I could allocate even just an hour a day to it, I would eventually be able to get back to regular maintenance rather than feeling helpless every time I open the door to one of those rooms. Lastly, reading. I desperately want to get back into it, and I've succeeded a couple of times and loved it. But college broke my spirit of habitual reading, and I'm not sure how to get it back. Call your loved ones, especially the ones who have loved you even through your shit times. Honestly, if you're anything like me, then meditating. Start every day with 10 minutes of meditation, and it will help bundles in calming you down and allowing you to think rationally throughout the day. To finally start looking for a therapist. I know it sounds ridiculous, but even working up the motivation to go online and search for one is hard. I keep telling myself I'll do it and I'm perfectly capable of doing it and have the time to do it, but then I just don't. Look yourself in the mirror and smile. I know it can be hard sometimes, but life is too short to not be bringing positive energy to your life. Much love, everyone. Practice mindfulness for just 15 minutes a day. You can do it throughout the day. Maybe 3 times for 5 minutes. To do this, you basically try to be aware of yourself and your surroundings. Notice what is near you. Notice where you are. Notice why you are there, or why your feet or arms are in a certain position. Notice why you might be feeling sad or angry or even happy. Mindfulness builds patience and makes you more empathetic toward people. It helps you become aware of other people, and helps you learn how to communicate to them better. Spend less time on social media and more time with real people. Smile more when you're out in public. You'd be amazed how many people respond well to it until you actually start doing it. Learn to play a stringed instrument. Something as simple as a ukulele can provide loads of fun and stress relief. If you consider your diet lacking, you can pick a single fruit and get determined to eat one of that fruit each day. It can either be consumed as is, or in the form of juice, but it should be fresh either way. It's not a really big deal, it only takes a few minutes from your day, but if you do it systematically, the extra vitamins and fibers from that one fruit will help your organism, and will definitely benefit you more than not eating fruit at all. Take a minute to write down 3 things you're grateful for. No matter how small they are. It really helps put things in perspective. They can be anything from having a bed to sleep in to getting all the green lights on the way to work to good coffee. Journaling. I haven't done it in a bit, but when I journal and stick to it, it's usually the best part of my day. I also love going back, reading my old journals, and reflecting on my past and understanding how I've grown since then. Also, make a Goodreads account and log the books you've read and get recommendations for new books to read. While reading itself doesn't make me a better person, I found that having a productive hobby like reading makes me a happier person, instead of just laying around and watching too much Netflix. You are a good person. Tell yourself every day and you'll end up believing it. Soon you'll end up acting it out too. Check in on your stress level often. Are your shoulders tensed? Is your tongue pressed against the roof of your mouth? Try to relax and find the cause of whatever is triggering your stress. Stop doing anything you are doing and appreciate everything you have in front of you. It's a nice way to thank it all. Try to be productive for at least 5 minutes a day. Those 5 minutes might just turn into 15, or 30, or more. If you cannot exercise or diet, at least drink a minute of 2 LTS of water, that can help you keep in shape. Find 5 things you are grateful for. It helps keep the small nuisances in perspective when you're trying to focus on the positive. You know that coffee cup you left in your car from this morning, and the other one that's rolling around in the back seat? Well, you can start by bringing those inside the house. It's amazing what you can achieve if you don't make an excuse for not doing even the smallest of things. Help another human being with something big or small. At work, I always offer to grab something for coworkers or offer to assist if they are having issues. It always makes me happy when they do the same for me. Being nice is good and makes me feel good. I'm a list guy. I make daily and weekly lists. I love crossing stuff off. I leave the list on my dresser, so I can't avoid seeing it. Even simple things like dishes or laundry, just to make myself feel accomplished. Realize it's okay to cut off toxic family members. You need to be you and should never be guilted over being a family member. Thank you for watching Reddit Space. Please subscribe if you love these Reddit stories.